Welcome back to The Explainer. So let's jump right in. What if I told you there's a hidden mechanism, literally a secret switch right inside your brain, that actively dictates your level of success? Well, according to the source material we're breaking down today, that switch is very, very real. It's called the Reticular Activating System, or the RAS for short. Buckle up, because understanding how this tiny network of neurons works, it might just change the way you see the entire world.
Let's start with something we've all experienced. Why do you suddenly see your new car everywhere? Think about it. You just bought a specific car, or maybe you're just obsessing over buying a certain brand of phone. The very second you make that decision, you step outside and bam, it's on the street, it's in commercials, it's literally everywhere you look. Did everyone in your town just go out and buy the exact same car on the exact same day? No way. The world hasn't changed at all. What actually happened is that a secret switch in your brain just flipped. Part 1. Meet the gatekeeper. Unlocking the RAS. Okay, let's dive into this.
So, what exactly is the Reticular Activating System anyway? Basically, it's this incredibly complex network of neurons and nerve fibers located right at the base of your brain, down in the brainstem. And its primary job? It acts as a massive vital information filter. Think of it like this. Every single second, millions of pieces of sensory data, sights, sounds, smells, are just flooding into your brain. If your conscious mind tried to process every single one of those inputs all at once, you'd just crash. It'd be exactly like a computer trying to run a million heavy programs at the exact same time. So, the RAS steps in to prevent that ultimate system overload. It automatically filters out whatever it thinks just isn't important.
Which brings us to a really crucial point. The RAS is the ultimate gatekeeper to your cerebral cortex, which is the thinking, conscious part of your brain. And how does this bouncer decide what gets past the velvet rope? Well, our sources explain that it only grants access to the things you think about the most, the things you fear, or the things you deeply desire. If you're constantly stressing out over a specific problem, the gatekeeper just lets in every piece of data related to that problem. But if you're laser-focused on a goal, it lets in opportunities related to that goal. It's literally curating your reality based entirely on your internal focus.
Moving on to Part 2. The neuroscience, 3 core functions. Now, what's really interesting about how this works is
The source material breaks it down into 3 major scientific functions. Let's walk through them. First up is sensory filtering. Ever wonder why you can completely sleep through the roaring hum of city traffic, but the absolute second someone whispers your name or a baby cries in the next room, you're wide awake? Yep, that's your RAS. It categorized the traffic as boring background noise, but tagged your name as highly important, so it shoots that signal straight to you to wake you up immediately. Number 2 is arousal and consciousness. The RAS is busy releasing neurochemicals, specifically dopamine and noradrenaline, to keep your brain awake, alert, and engaged. And third, which is maybe the most mind-blowing for our daily lives, is cognitive bias. If you strongly believe something, say you believe it's impossible to start a business right now, your RAS will actively scan your environment to find evidence proving you right. And the craziest part, it completely blinds you to any evidence that contradicts it.
Which leads us to Part 3. 2 different realities. The same environment, different outcomes. And this brilliantly illustrates the real-world impact. Just imagine 2 people living in the exact same city, dealing with the exact same economy. On the left side, we've got someone with a negatively programmed RAS. They are totally convinced the economy is ruined and there are 0 opportunities out there. Because they believe that, their RAS acts like a spotlight, but it's only highlighting the closed-down shops, the endless complaints, the roadblocks. When they hit a snag, they just say, "See, I knew I couldn't do this," and they quit. Their brain is literally filtering for failure. But now, check out the person on the right. They've got a positively programmed RAS. They truly believe crises create incredible opportunities. Walking down that exact same street, their RAS ignores the closed shops and zeroes in on the new businesses popping up, or the fresh buying habits people have. When they face a challenge, their brain automatically flips into problem-solving mode. It's the exact same environment. But because of how their inner gatekeeper is wired, they experience a totally different reality and ultimately, totally different success.
All right, Part 4. Programming your success switch, taking control.
So how do we make absolutely sure we're that second person? The text gives us 4 concrete steps to actually reprogram your RAS today. Step 1. Write down highly specific goals. The RAS needs a clear, locked-in target. Don't just throw out something vague like, "Oh, I want more money." No, be precise. Say, "I will save $500,000 by December." That precision tells your brain exactly what to hunt for. Step 2. Visualize success. The source really hammers this home. Do it every single morning and every night right before bed. Picture yourself hitting that goal and actually feel the emotion. Your RAS responds to those mental images incredibly fast.
Step 3 is to use positive affirmations. Speak empowering words to yourself. Stuff like, I am highly capable, or I can handle anything. Actually, scratch that, it's not just stuff. The words you repeatedly say literally shape the personality your RAS builds for you. And finally, step 4, control your focus. This one is absolutely massive, guys. You have to put yourself on a strict mental diet. Cut out the toxic gossip, the endless complaining, the doom scrolling on social media. Remember, whatever you focus on, your RAS will attract more of it into your life. We are going to wrap up this explainer with an absolutely incredible quote from the text. You don't see the world as it is. You see it as your RAS shows it. Just let that sink in for a second. Your reality isn't objective at all. It's a filtered projection based entirely on what you tell your brain is important. So what exactly are you telling it? Are you feeding it fears, doubts, and negativity, or are you flipping that secret switch and giving it clear, positive targets?